Good morning, children. So, in the previous class, we studied about the early human settlement. And children, we discussed in that class the Indian subcontinent and the places where the earliest human settled for growing agriculture, and the place where the first cities developed, and also we located and studied the place where the earliest human first started agriculture. So today, children, we can study about why did the earliest human beings moved from one place to another place. So my question is, why they travelled from one part of the subcontinent to other part? Why so? So we can find out answer for this question. There were many reasons for their movement. The first one is the earliest people movement. First, they moved in search of livelihood. In search of, why did the early humans move? In search of livelihood. That is to find out better places to earn a living. We know that. See, many people who are living in Bengal migrated to Kerala to seek better job opportunities. The same way, to find out a better job opportunities, people who are living in far off places came to Indian subcontinent. And children, the next reason for their movement was in times of natural calamities, to escape from natural calamities like flood and drought. Flood and drought. So if there is a flood and drought, people moved to a safer place. Next point is some religious teachers. Some people came to Indian subcontinent to spread their religion. To spread the religion. So they moved from one place to another place, and they stopped some areas and they gave advice and instructions to people, and he or she invited the people to follow their religion. And children, the next reason for their movement was to discover new places. Other group of people travelled to discover new places. That is, some places are unknown during the earliest time. So they travelled, they crossed the hills, they crossed the rivers and seas to find out new places, and they familiarized these places with others. Then children, the next reason for the movement of the earliest people was, see, they moved from different place to conquer others' land. Why they moved? To conquer, to attack other people and conquering their land. We know that kings are always, they are traveling with their troop, with their military, and they are conquering the neighboring countries. So people who are some people owned a large army and they came to different part of the Indian subcontinent to attack other people and obtain their land. Then children, we can check. See, the next point is some group of people. They traveled in their ship, or they traveled in the on the back of animals like camel or caravan. So they came with their products and they sold these things in different places. That is, this group of people were traders or business group. And they visited to different places to sell their products. To trade. Sorry, for trade. For trade. So, I told you some people came in search of livelihood. Others to escape from flood and drought. Some other group visited to different parts of the subcontinent to spread their religion, then for trading. And children, the next point is to conquer others, to conquer. That means to attack others' land, to conquer. Kings are always engaged with the war, that is conquering others' land. Because of these reasons, people moved from one part of the subcontinent to other part of the subcontinent. Hope that you got the points. So children, what was the result of this movement? See children, because of this movement, the people shared their ideas with other people. So what happened? They shared new ways of cooking food. People shared the new methods of composing music, or the people shared how to carve the stones in a different way. That was the result of this movement. So finally, our India's culture changed, our tradition changed. I hope you got the idea. The result is, because of this movement, India's tradition changed and culture changed. And people started to share their ideas with other people. So next we can study about how did our country India got its name. You all know that our country is known by two names. Can you tell me which are they? Yes, India and Bharat. So, the next point is names of the land. Names of the land. That means, how did India get its name? India is known by India and Bharat. So, let us check. First children, in our previous class we studied about the river Indus. I think that you all are able to locate the river Indus on the physical map of India. And we studied about the tributaries of Indus river. So, our country India got its name from the river Indus. See, Indus is also called Sindhu. Sindhu river. Sindhu in Sanskrit language. I repeat, India got its name from river Indus, which was called Sindhu in Sanskrit language. What is Sanskrit? It is the oldest language. Okay, then children, as I told you, from different part of the Indian subcontinent, people visited to India. So, the people of Iran and the people of Greece, they came to India and they called Indus river Hindus. Hindus or Indus. Children, take your atlas and try to locate Iran and Greece. See, one clue I will give. Iran is in the continent of Asia and Greece is in the continent of Europe. So you search and find out the location of these two countries. So the Iranians, see, the people of Iran is called Iranians and the people who are living in Greece is called Greek. So the Iranians and Greeks came to India and they called Indus River Indus or Indus. Thus we got the name. They called our country. Thus our country got the name India. I hope that you got the idea. See, first once more I repeat the concept. See, first our country got a name from Indus River. Indus is called Sindhu in Sanskrit language. Then the people of Iran and the people of Greece visited our country India and they called this Indus River, say, Indus or Indus, and the place near the Indus River were called India later. Clear? Okay. Then next, Bharat. Bharat. So our country is also known by Bharat. How did this name get? Children, as I told you, Sanskrit language, one of the oldest composition in Sanskrit language was Rig Veda. Rig Veda, one of the oldest Veda. So in Rig Veda, our country was mentioned as Bharata. Bharata. So our country, India, got the name Bharata from the earliest Sanskrit composition called Rig Veda. So children, later our country was called India or Bharat. Clear? Okay. So children, what all things today we studied? Today we studied why people moved from one part of the subcontinent to other part. And we studied the names of our country. How our country got the names of India and Bharat. So children, I hope you understood the points and we will meet again in the next class with the remaining parts. Okay, thank you.